I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
Turn me up, kid Spiral.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode 5, If I Speak podcast, with the man himself, Mr. Nasti2K.
What's happening?
This is a unique podcast, and it's like, I might lose a few girls here, yeah? I'm going to give a couple of shout outs in a second, because obviously this guy does a lot of football content and some food content as well, but mainly I want to get into a bit of football, what he does as well. But shout out Media Tamway, I know you're going to be still here, and obviously you support me all the way, and obviously you love football yourself. And shout out to my sister, I was going to call her Sophia there, Jesus fucking Christ. Sophia, shout out to you. I know you too, you love football, so you're still going to be here. But obviously it's not going to be just all football. We're going to touch on life as well, get to know Nasty, and get into it, you know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, before we get into it, bros, obviously I know we've been talking the last half an hour, 40 minutes, so I just want to know, like, what's the story, what's going on? How's things?
Listen, bro, you know, the usual, lashing out. But I made it. Made it down here. You know?
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. And it's like I said, your content's unique, bro. It's like, obviously I watch a lot of fan we touched on the fan channels there, and I think you're probably one of the biggest ones. If you don't know Nasty, go follow Nasti2K on TikTok. He's doing bits on there, 50k followers, like I think like nearly 3.9k, 3.9 million likes or stuff like that.
4.9 now.
Oh!
Yeah, 4.9. We're nearly hitting the big 5.
Only on me leading research,
Yeah.
4.9 he has,
Come
yeah.
on now, don't be docking a million on me.
Yeah, so no, Nasty does some good content. We're gonna get into all that, but you know, appreciate you having you on, because obviously I've always wanted to like chop it up with, like, you know, someone that's doing a bit of football content, because obviously it's big now, do you know what I mean? It's grown big. We touched on there with fans, you know. I know we talked about pundits and all. You touched on saying, like, you know, Gary Neville, I wouldn't go home, wouldn't home, you know what I mean? Like, but obviously you're a Bows fan, you're also a Man United fan. We're gonna touch on that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're telling me, like, a defeat, Bows losing killed you. What's that like?
Because it's like, obviously we're United, yeah? United, I'd be a United fan, but it's like, United fans are there. I'm not the only one. It's not directed at me when they lose.
Yeah.
When Bows lose, it's like Bows lose, but my DMs are flooded. Everyone's coming at me, you know? And it's like, yeah. So you just have that bit of salt on it as well.
No, I hear that, bro, and obviously we're gonna get into that. And before we do, I have a little segment on my pod, bro, that I say, what's the gig? So it's a little icebreaker, yeah. So it's basically what's the story, and just to touch on a couple of you know, week whatever topics that's going on in the week. And obviously, look, I haven't really went on a rant or anything this year. In a long time, I actually haven't went on a rant, but there's just something that sometimes on the social issues, I like to touch on it. And obviously, look, you being a white man, and don't worry, I'm not gonna grill you, but it's just like some of them now. It's just obviously, I just want your opinion, because obviously you're also a football fan. You know your stuff. We were talking about Ireland and France there a second ago, so you know your football. But I just seen something that I just said, me having a platform and being, like, you know, what I do and stuff. I need to touch on these things and just give a voice and just let people know, like, things like this isn't right when it's going on. Do you know what I mean? Like, so just during the week, I saw a tweet. And that was going around of some man. He's obviously just complaining that there's too many black players on. See that Ireland under 15s.
Don't think it's anything. No.
Yeah, so I'll read it out to you guys. So basically, he tweets this. Yeah. He goes, so Ireland under 15s team, native Irish boys are being kicked out of their soccer dreams by children of immigrants. Multiculturalism equals replaced, right? And he hashtag it Ireland for all. Ireland is full. Dublin, RTE, right? So before I give your opinion, I'm just gonna give mine real quick. Yeah, like, at the end of the day, Irish people need to realise. And look, they can say it's the minority, you know, and it's not the majority, but it's still you can say, oh, it's right wing people. It's still people doing it. Do you get me? And let's not get into that thing. Oh, it's not everyone, because another I actually have two.
Just feels it more.
I have two what's the gigs, right? A girl called Alana, who is DJ Ahmed's daughter. Shout out Ahmed. Also, she was attacked.
I know about it, yeah.
You know, and obviously she's blind in one eye for the rest of her life, and the guy got like 4.5 years, which I think is disgraceful. We'll touch on that in a second. But that's what I'm saying. Like this is I'm gonna call it how it is. I don't care what people say. Oh, this is a race card bullshit and this, that, and that. It's a racist attack. I don't give a fuck, because we've had this before. We've had people killed on the hands of a white person. We've had people fucking killed in front of their ma's doors on the hands of police over stuff that a couple of weeks later. They're bringing in negotiators to stop someone from shooting at the feds. You get me? Like, so I'm gonna touch on it because it's disgraceful. Do you get me? Just on the football one, right? These people need to. You can say all you want about, you know, there's too many. This is the new Ireland, whether you like it or not. I have brothers who are born in this country. They're Irish. There's no immigrant. Yeah, immigrant parents, but they're Irish. You get me? And then for another thing, like you watch football, bro, yeah? I might ask you, what's that fucking winger's name again I was asking you about?
Promise.
The left winger. No, not Promise. The left
of
winger
who?
for Ireland. No, the one that's dribbling in and out.
Johnson.
Johnson,
Yeah.
right? Now, usually with black players, right, we have this, they call it PMP, pace and power, yeah? Right? He knows the gig, right? Ireland don't have that. And you see France, you see England, the real reason why they're successful, look at that team. You look at the French team, you think it's fucking Senegal playing. You know what I mean? That's the gig, boys. People are laughing, that's the gig, right? So I feel Ireland, we haven't qualified for the tournament since 2016. Last World Cup was 22. These boys here clearly are going to have ability, blah, blah. It's going to help us. Do you get me? Instead of, like, you know, complaining about this, embrace it, because this is the new world. Do you know what I mean? Like, Ireland's not a country where, you know, when we were back in the day, in the famine and all that, people fucked off. Do you get me? People fuck off till today for a better life and stuff like that. So let's stop all this, they're taking over. We're here to love each other and we're here to help as well. Because I feel like as Ireland keeps getting these players in, we're going to go to tournaments and possibly, hopefully, win tournaments. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know what your take on that, like with this fella moving a bit nuts. What do you think about that?
It's an old-fashioned mindset, like. Obviously, yeah, like you said, their parents might be immigrants, but they're not immigrants. Like, they're born here and stuff. What are they going to say in, like, say 20 years' time when they've their own kids and they're here? You know, they have to go further back to find an excuse because their mas or dads aren't immigrants either. So it's like, I don't know. To be honest with you, yeah, it's an old-fashioned mindset. It's been adopted by many people passing it down to their children and stuff like that, but it just has to go. Like, you know, we're in a day and age now where we've so many, like, I can't name a team that doesn't have black players. I actually done a project when I was in DCU doing journalism, and I interviewed a few lads about it, just asking them, you know, their experience with abuse from it and stuff like that. League of Ireland players, like first division as well at the time. It's disgraceful what you see, even in my own comments on TikTok and that. Like if balls lose or something, you'd see them slating certain players. I delete all those comments obviously because, like, you know, it's just unnecessary.
But
Yeah,
racial comments? Or?
Yeah. Towards players, like.
Yeah.
But then they'd be obviously supporting them when balls are winning. And it's like, it's just an old-fashioned mindset, you know what I mean?
It's like, you know, even with football, bro, yeah, like, I remember the Euros a couple of years ago when Sancho, Rashford and Saka missed.
Ah, stop, yeah.
We know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I don't want to use the word that I'd normally use, right? Well, with the boy, we always say in our house, like, the N-word, like, go to that page. They're getting called that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's going to happen.
Everywhere.
Goalkeeper, Mendy makes a mistake. He's getting, go onto his, do you know what I mean? It's absolutely crazy. And I just think, like, these boys are 2008 now. Look, I always say on this podcast, people who watch me, my maths isn't great, but I think they're 15-year-olds. You know what I mean? 2008, they're 15-year-olds. 15.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're born here and they're proud to represent the badge. My brother, he was probably more chilled than me. He put up, it doesn't matter what colour you are. There could be an Arab kid as well representing. It doesn't matter. We're here representing the country and wanting the country to do well. Do you get me?
Exactly.
My young son, like, is a black boy growing up, and if he wants to play football, I'd rather him, my own personal preference, because obviously I want to see my country go to the World Cup. I'd like my son to play for Congo, but if he decides to play for Ireland, I'm going to support him all the way. Do you get me? But then stuff like this, and people look, oh, why would you want to play for Congo? There's stuff like this why I want to play for Congo, because there are certain men that aren't supporting. And like you said, when shit hits the fan and you misses a penalty or something like that, blah blah, they're in his comments calling him an N, black this. Do you know what I mean, bro?
But you don't hear about when they're winning, like, because they're supporting the same players, but then they're turning on them, like, and then, you know, the white players, like, it's just the same anytime win or lose. They're not like, maybe they might pinpoint the odd one, but it's not like a racial attack, obviously. So it's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's nuts, bro. And I just look, I don't know, bro. It's like, I always say this, like, sometimes I come on these podcasts and I think, like, by me talking, you can save everyone. You can't, because everyone, at the end of the day, we're all different people, and you can't, like, unfortunately, you can't force people to, you know, be the way they are. But at the end of the day, the next generation coming up, like you say, if you have kids, it's important for, like, yourself to, you know, teach love and everyone, like, you know, everyone, just respect people. Do you get me? Yeah, you don't have to like everyone, but just be respectful. You don't need to go down to them lengths to put someone down. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
The next one, bro, yeah, before we get into your little story, bro, is obviously Alana. I know this one's close to me because obviously I have a young daughter as well, bro. And look, I said it already. I said this a lot, and it's not me trying to, like, jump off another man for clout or whatever, for views. I said this couple, and he messaged me himself saying, fair play to Dongo coming out and obviously saying what you said, but he's a better man than me, because my daughter can never come home to me like that, and them boys are still alive. And this is not me, again, like, touch wood, it never happens, but everyone sometimes coming up here listen to me, oh, he's talking like a hard man, who do you think he is? Just test me. Like, if my daughter ever came home like that, you won't see Dongo Productions, Goody, I'm gone. And people probably watching, oh, that's stupid, blah blah. It's not stupid, because look at this. Do you know what I mean? Like 4.5 years, bro.
Yeah.
And it's that, look, I don't, because I was thinking about this when I was coming across, I knew I was going to talk about it. No, I'm not going to name the judge because we know that pedo judge, yeah? Because I don't want this podcast to get taken down, you know what I mean? Like, but what's your thoughts on him, bro?
First of all, I just want to know, what was it brought down from? It was...
I don't know, because I think he was remanded for a couple of years, so that's what probably brought
No,
down.
no, I'm saying so it's 4.5 years. What was it initially meant to
I
be?
don't know. I just know it's 4.5 years he had to get anyways.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And then you get people taxing insurance, getting bleeding, you know what I mean? People have half grams and all getting mad years, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean, bro? Someone's trying to smoke a bit of weed, you know what I mean,
No,
bro?
but we're laughing, but that's the reality, like, yeah. What's the other thing you shared? Some fella didn't get at at all.
It's the pedophiles, bro. They're getting suspended sentences, bro. Yeah. Like, suspended.
It's all over the place.
The justice, this is what I'm saying. This is why I talk about this, bro, because, like, you don't want ever your sister or your mate or your girlfriend coming home, you're hearing this, and you have this prick fucking going up there giving people suspended sentences, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have people going crazy, do you know what I mean? Like, so no, I just felt like I had to kind of, like, you know,
No, of course, yeah.
to touch on it a little bit because, like I said, I seen her interview and all. She was saying, like, obviously, in 4.5 years, she's gonna get out and then she's gonna have to live with this the rest of her life. And that really, like, having a young girl, having sisters, having a missus, and you seen the girls that were here earlier. Do you know what I mean? Imagine that happening to one of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and what, this is how you're gonna deal with it. And then, and I can only imagine, again, sorry for obviously putting you on your spot as you're a white man. It's hard for me talking to this. Was like, I know for a fact, if this was black boys doing this with a white girl, get them out.
Yeah.
Foreigners this and this, that and that.
Yeah.
They're not vetted coming into the country. You know all this bullshit.
It's used as an excuse. Like,
all the stuff that the Ukrainians are getting. But that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, fair enough. It could be. I don't know what's going on in them streets. Could be these Ukrainians are moving mad or whatever. Yeah, calm. I hear you. But your own Irish are moving mad as well.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're not perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, like, I wish I could talk more. But if I talk more, I won't have a podcast, man. But
yeah, bang on though.
Just to pivot, bro. Just to get into you, bro. So the boys are laughing. Just to pivot, bro. Nasty. I want to start off with that, bro. Yeah, because you sound like that name sounds like you're an A-list porn star, bro. Yeah. So where did you get the name Nasty from? Talk to me about.
Yeah, the first person, well, to properly ask me. Yeah, people have asked me like here and there, but
yeah.
So I was in New York in 2018.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of going along the street, yeah, because the thing there is like rappers sell their mixtapes, but like hard copies. They write your name on it. So I came across this fella's music sounded good, yeah, he was rapping in the street selling his mixtape. And I was like, yeah, I'll take a copy off you, like. And he's like, what's your name? My real name is Jonathan. So he wrote it down and he was like, right, I'm going to write J Nasty. I was like, hold on a minute. Because I make music as well, yeah.
We'll get into that. Yeah, I seen one
so
of
I
the tracks.
use Nasty for the music. I just obviously put a little, change up a bit, you know? So I just dropped the J, changed the Y to an I, and that's Nasty. I just stuck with it, you know? It's too late to change it now, like.
Oh, fly over this.
Yeah.
It is, and it's a good name, but we were talking off cam. You need to be a bit more freakier, though. I'd run.
With that name, yeah?
Yeah, I'd run, bro. I would start. If I was you this weekend, yeah, I'd go out, get a broad, and eat her ass, bro. No, facts, bro. You need to run with that, bro. Hey,
I'll sell you the copyright.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Sorry. What's her name?
Marcelina.
Selena, sorry about that. Munch over last weekend. I only was nothing, bro.
Oh, stop. Can I get off this, yeah?
How I like to start, bro, right? So, obviously, you have to get into your name there. How I like to start, just to get to know, obviously, the man that is today, which how you've risen. Obviously, my community probably won't know who you are. But obviously, you have a following. I want to go back to the start, bro, right? So, just you as a young fella, if you can give me briefly, what was life? Where you from originally? Like, what area are you from?
Dublin 5.
So, where's that? What's that?
Raheny, sort of Donamaid area.
Donamaid. Oh, posh lights?
I wouldn't say it's that posh. It's like, I don't know, maybe.
Heavy?
Nah.
No? Alright.
Somewhere in the middle, I'd say.
Yeah, just talk to me about obviously growing up there then. Talk to me about your area. What's it like growing up there and stuff, and what was school life and all like, and just a bit of background.
Yeah. It's weird, like, I'm kind of bang in the middle, so you have Donamaid, Clare Hall, Darndale, which are kind of like...
Oh, you're them sides.
No, well, I'm saying, like, I'm kind of in the middle, because you have Clontarf, Colesta, which are posh, like.
Yeah.
But then you have Donamaid, Darndale and all, I'm kind of in the middle of that.
Darndale be the rough one.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying I live there, but I'm like, that'd be one side of me, you know, in that sort of area. But now where I am, there's kind of no trouble. Bit boring, to be honest. Small enough area.
But I'm trying to see this is what I'm trying to go with this, right? Just to kind of put a rocket up your hole, yeah? Nasty, right? Right, so with me, how I am, the way I am here, yeah, is from growing up in Tala.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I always talk about where I grew up and stuff like that. But it's just like the boys who I was around, being around travellers and all that. That's how that shaped me the way I am today. So I'm trying to say that's where it's got me. Like, obviously down here we don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I mean? Like, we're like cartoons down here, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so this place was fucked. So that's where you kind of you get me, my wittiness. It comes from just growing up. You have to be sharp here, bro.
Yeah.
You have to be sharp, especially being short, bro. Short jokes are getting thrown at you. No hair. That's when my hood's up. Yeah, I'm wearing do-rags and all. I'm going. See, when this starts making money, I'm going to Turkey straight up. Yeah. So a handsome bloke like me, I'm having fullbacks, Patrice Everett and fucking Ashley Cole on one side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so now, just fucking skill, bro. What were you always like to see where you are with your content and stuff like that? Were you always the funny guy, or what were you like?
Not at all, man. Proper like, I don't know. Maybe you can even tell a bit. I'm introverted, definitely. Like I wasn't like that before making the content. I don't think. See, I've been working now like, it's about 6 years working in town all my life.
Yeah.
So that's probably and obviously public jobs and stuff. It's made me come out of my shell a bit, but not skill, man. I was always real to myself. Like I'd mates and stuff like that, but I wouldn't say I was ever the loud one or anything like that. You know, I'm kind of the type of person, like, I wouldn't be the loudest in the group, but the people who know me would find me funny and stuff like that, you know? But in big groups and stuff, no, not really. Like, you might interpret me a little bit different from my content, but I'm not really that out there.
Yeah, I was going to say that, bro, because I kind of get that off you as well. I think, like, because obviously I wanted to get Victor here, Victor Alfred, what I was talking to you about earlier, because sometimes, you know, when people, like, see with me, bro, yeah? One thing I love about me, I love when people, like, you know, I'll say I don't give a fuck, Nasti's here, yeah. I get horny, bro, yeah. when people say to me, Jesus, you're exactly how you are off camera when you're on camera. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So, because I look at a lot of personalities, like obviously I want to get like the likes of Ryan Maher on and Sean of the Sheep, yeah. I want to get them on as well, because obviously, you know the way they do like relationship stuff and all, like, you know, like you're doing all this, hey. But then what's life like off camera? Because you can't keep that up 24/7. You get me? But this is me. This is energy. And obviously now, I have my days where I get pissed off. Arsenal lost. Kids are annoying me. You know what I mean?
But you're not a character.
You know what I mean? Like, so I like to be like, well, this is how I am. You know what I mean? So I thought, because obviously you're a funny guy. You know what I mean? I even have a segment for you, because I know you're a United fan. I hate United. Yeah, you're a Bows fan. Bows are ups. Obviously,
gonna put me on blast.
You know what I mean? Like, but you're a Ronaldo fan, which I'm a Ronaldo fan as well. I actually have a Ronaldo segment for you.
Oh, man.
So you get me? So
maybe
you'll liven up when we get to the Ronaldo segment.
Stop, man,
But just on your content, bro. So I was talking to you there. So I went all the way back to kind of your first TikToks you were doing. And I know you said you weren't doing trends, but you were just doing the normal stuff, like, you know what I mean? It wasn't really getting that many views, blah, blah. But where it kind of elevated was you started doing the football content. That's when your numbers start going up, yeah? So what was the thought process behind that? Were you inspired by, like, the AFTVs of this world, or were you just like, I'm just a fan, I'm just going to record me going to the games? But where did you start getting into doing the football content?
So, obviously I make music, and I made TikTok to kind of push that out a bit. But I've obviously veered away from that a lot. But the first football video I did, I only have TikTok since February last year, so a little bit over a year.
You joined because of lockdown as well, yeah?
Didn't make it. Didn't have TikTok.
No. Didn't have TikTok, no. Okay.
No. Just had a February last year, so just over a year. And but I was always big into Instagram and stuff, stories and stuff like that, but just kind of music related. And I put up, one of those little question polls. Somebody asked me, how was the match last night? Because I put up a snap that I was at it. So I did a little vlog with it, just threw something together. Got like 20,000 views. So I was like, right, I'll do one next week. That blew up as well. And then it just turned into something like from there. Like, I've always been going to matches, I just wouldn't have recorded them. But I just had a few clips from that one, so I threw it together. It just blew up from there, yeah. It's a bit weird.
That's sick.
And then obviously it built into other things with the rustlers, the meal deals.
Yeah. No, we're gonna get into all that, because you do the food stuff as well. But
loads of stuff.
With Bows now, yeah. So obviously, you have to blown up, and obviously you're big Bows fans, yeah. See, when do Bows kind of compliment you with, like, tickets around like that, or
Bows
with you or anything like that?
I would say I've had contact with every single League of Ireland club except Bows.
Wow, why is that?
I don't know. I think I know they were hiring for a social media admin recently. I don't know if they've got one, but they're absent. Especially on TikTok. They haven't posted on TikTok in like 2 years. Instagram, they throw stuff up. But I've never heard that. I've had clubs liking me photos, reply to me comments and stuff like that, but I've never heard not even a peep out of Bows. It is weird. I don't know why. But they're like the only club. Like, I can think, I'm trying to go through my head if there's any other club, like Galway United, Treaty, Cove Ramblers, even Shamrock Rovers, Shells. They've all, had some form of contact with me, but nothing at all from Bows.
Yeah. Because see, I feel sorry for AFTV and I feel sorry for Robbie, right? And I hear what you're saying, bro, because Robbie obviously has built a big channel. He's the biggest Arsenal like fan channel going, yeah. And obviously Arsenal will never work with them because obviously the days of the troops and we know we're in Arsenal, we're in the mud. Like they were obviously criticising Wenger, criticising the board. Like I remember there was even a stage where Arsenal kind of warned Aubameyang because he has a close relationship with Aubameyang had a close relationship with troops, and Arsenal kind of warned Aubameyang not to be talking to him. Do you get me? Like so, they'll never really get to do content with players unless they leave or whatever. Yeah. So I kind of feel that's weird here because obviously you're a very positive Bows fan. You'd be like, up the Bows, up the Bows, up the Bows,
all the time, yeah.
Up the Bows. You know what I mean? I love that, bro. So that's
it's
weird,
like a
bro.
ticket these days, man.
Even the enemy's commenting on your stuff.
Yeah,
Rovers.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's actually fucking mental, bro.
Loads of stuff, man.
And he's a flying this season.
Actually, Pats haven't reached out. That's probably the only other one I can think of.
Yeah,
that's about it.
He's a flying this season. Now, talk to me about your team. So here's your chance to kind of. Cause I don't know if he's gonna stay there now, but here's a chance to kind of flex, bro. Cause it's an unusual position for Bows. So talk to me how he's doing this season.
I did say it before the season.
Watching this probably gritting their teeth.
I said it before the season. I thought we'd have a good season. I didn't necessarily think now like, do I still think we're gonna win the league? I thought Rovers would win the league, but
yeah, apparently Rovers were supposed to walk it or something. Yeah.
6 games now wins. Like I don't know.
Get the jobs in, bro.
I don't know what the story is. Like, can you vouch for them winning the league? Or now it's proper early, but 6 games now wins. It's, it's desperate. And it's not like they haven't had the toughest games. They haven't played us. They haven't played Derry. They had winnable games. They've even played like Drogheda. They dropped points to them. So it's weird. So it's like if you write Rovers out with a title race, I don't know. I'd probably put Bows at the top of that. Maybe Derry. Derry are looking good, but I wouldn't say they'd finish too far ahead of us, you know what I mean? So I'm optimistic about it. Obviously disappointed with that loss away to Shells. That hurt. Out of all the games, that's probably the one we didn't want to lose. Just didn't really show up and the red card kind of killed it off. But I don't know, I'm optimistic. I don't know how the other fans are feeling, but like we have a good squad depth, good manager, good atmosphere around the place. I don't know, man, it's looking good.
See, I want to touch on, just to go back a little bit, Roy. Chat to me because you went to all the games last year before Promise left, yeah. So obviously Promise, like I told you, he's in my Arsenal group chat. And obviously I know him like a couple of years. He's a good lad. Talk to me about Promise. What do you think about him when he's at your club? What was that like watching him every week?
Quality, man. I think he'll be in the Ireland setup next couple of years. Definitely.
Yeah,
100%.
Well, I pray for that as well.
I'm seeing what he's doing with Fleetwood. Doing great things. Obviously with the FA Cup run they had, pivotal in that. Definitely left a big gap when he left us, man. Because we brought in Afolabi shortly after him and he was hit with injury, but he's kind of coming into his own now. But he left and Dawson Devoy left relatively around the same time. I think about the space of 3 weeks between them. They left a huge gap. Like we finished 6th last year. We could have finished lower if the teams below us didn't kind of do worse than us. But yeah, Promise was great.
Yeah, no,
he was kind of like, obviously we had Junior as well, and he was playing with Junior most of the time. But Promise was really versatile. He could play off the left, up front, off the right. Gave us a lot of options. I remember even last year I went to the match we played in Tala, we lost 1-0. He was unbelievable. Obviously that's a tough place to go, toughest in the league. They were flying in form back when they had Mandrewy and everything. So yeah, crazy player, man. I'm glad to see what he's doing though.
Yeah,
obviously,
same, bro.
One thing I say is I don't like when players leave us for Rovers. Nobody likes that, but I can understand obviously them going to England. Dawson Devoy, Promise, few others. They go to England, no problem with that, bettering themselves, especially when they're going somewhere to start. Like, I'm trying to think an example off the top of my head, but lads that go to clubs and they're not playing, they're kind of in the reserves. It's like, I find that a little bit pointless because you're flying at a League of Ireland club, just stay there for another season, half a season, and kind of get a starting position somewhere. But no, Promises hit the ground running. Like,
yeah, 100%. It's like I want to ask you. You hate players leaving Bows going to Rovers. What were you? Do you remember Luke Bourne going to Rovers? Do you remember that?
What year?
2016, 17 times, I think. Probably even earlier than that. I remember because obviously where I sit watching the games, so I kind of sit beside the ultras, yeah. And Broski, he was taking a throw in. I could just see some fans coming down from their seats, yeah, and just fucking shit at him, and just the volatile. I remember Graham Burke was on Talking Bollocks, and he was talking about he was kind of like holding onto the ball on the side. But the ball kept getting kicked out for a throw in. And Luke got the ball and was like, "Will you fucking switch the ball to the other side?" Because the abuse he was getting, right? So, and where I'm going with this is, I want to talk to me about your hatred for Shamrock Rovers, like the enemy. Talk to me about how much like they make you sick. How much do you hate? Like, and like another question I want to ask you as well is like, when you lose to them, what are you like on that day? Because the biggest.
See, it's like over the years, I think it's changed a bit, right? So it's like we want to win that game, but we don't necessarily go in there like expecting to win all the time. But
No, you do well against them though.
now,
You do
well,
against
last
them.
season, 1 out,
No,
1 out of
last season,
4.
but a couple of years
we
you
got
kept
the
beating
last
them. You
laugh,
kept
you know, the
beating them.
last game we beat
Yeah.
them. That was scenes, you know. It's much sweeter beating them now because obviously they're on the perch, you know, with everything flying. But the thing I don't like is like, lads, obviously they have the council stadium and everything now in Tala, like huge big thing, yeah. And you've lads all over the country supporting the league, but they're not really supporting the league. They just want to support Rovers because that's like the standout team, the one they see in Europe and everything. That's what I don't like. And it's like, if you're going club for club, I honestly hate Shells more than Rovers.
I do see that on your thing.
I
do
do.
see that, yeah.
I do. I don't know. I just never took to them. Obviously, I hate Rovers. Like every Bowls fan hates Rovers, but it's like Shells just get on my nerves. That's probably more the fans though. You know what I mean? They really get under my skin, but I don't know.
I know you said, right, obviously there could be a couple of glory hunters, and that'll probably pertain. I hope I'm really using that word right. I don't know how to fucking spell that, but that'll pertain to me. That'll pertain to me, bro. Yeah, I'll be, and that's why I don't like. I'll go to Rovers games, and I want, because it's my local club, yeah, and I want to support Irish football, but I just haven't got that connection. Do you get me with Rovers?
But they would be a local.
No, they would be.
That's
my
what
local.
I'm saying. There's lads and they'd
I
be
wouldn't
like,
be like, oh, Rovers,
Yeah.
yeah, support. Look,
I'm not necessarily saying that,
though.
though.
They would be fun. Remember when they went to Hawke and all, yeah, when they had no stadium. There are some loyal. I know a friend of mine, and he's a coach now. He played for Rovers. He coaches, goes to the games. You know what I mean? Like, and since when they were in the mud, like I said, my brother, they go to games home and away. There are some loyal fans out there. Do you know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah, no doubt about that, man.
so-
I know a few personally. I'm saying there's lads who clearly have a local that isn't Rovers, and they still pick Rovers.
Okay,
That's what I'm
okay,
saying.
okay,
That's my
yeah.
bound to pick. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I
yeah.
don't understand that. I couldn't. You know, whatever about us supporting English clubs, right? That's a bit different, though, isn't it? When you have a team right beside you and you pick another team that's a direct competitor to them, it's a little bit different. You know what I mean?
No, I understand, bro. And even with that, just you bring up an interesting point, right? Obviously, you support Manchester United, yeah, and I can tell you about my fucking hatred for them, yeah. I just think United fans, bro, I don't know, they're all just all the same, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think they're just a pack of wankers, bro, yeah. And it's just like every time. See, right now, it's the Partey and Casemiro debate, yeah. Who's better between blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah. Before it used to be Fabregas and Anderson. Then when Van Persie wasn't good enough, then when Van Persie went to United, he was the best player in the world. You get me?
Yeah.
Just stuff like that, just chat shit. And one of the reasons why I watched back. So you guys, how old are you, bro? Actually, sorry.
23.
Oh, you're a young man. So I'm going back, right? When you guys broke our unbeaten record, yeah. So we were 49 games unbeaten. We're about to beat the record to go 50. We played you guys, and I only watched it back there the other day, like, because I've never actually watched that game. I've only seen highlights, yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys kicked us off the park, bro. Like, you literally kicked us up and down. Rooney dived, got a penalty, all that blah blah blah, right? Now, I remember Fergie time, no all that. I just hate United, but what hurt me, bro, is when Van Persie went to you guys, yeah. Won the league, and then came back to the Emirates. We had to give him a fucking guard of honor.
Yeah, I remember
Bro,
that. Yeah,
made me sick.
Jesus.
But for me, it's like obviously Tottenham are Arsenal's like not the rivals, but I don't care. But they're a nothing club. They're nobodies. They're clowns. Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously the real rivals. When I'm looking at the fixture list, is Man United, bro.
Yeah,
And I
that's
just
the big one for you.
Yeah,
like
bro.
Arsenal's fixture list.
Losing to yous, bro.
That's the
it's
big
a
one.
long day.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to the kids. Missing lock myself in the
No,
room.
I get you.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I told you, look, I'm such a fan, bro. Where I was saying to you about the Wolves game where Arsenal were in the mud, bro. We're losing 2-0. Tears start coming out my eyes, bro. You know what I mean? Like I was like, what's happening to my teams? You get me? But but yeah,
I get what you mean, yeah.
we'll touch back on football. But one thing I want to ask you, just the last one on football, bro. Yeah. What do you think about this Jonathan Morley geezer, bro? And
I met him. I met him in real life, I did.
Hopefully, because you're on the podcast, because I want him to sit right there, bro. Because he's been chatting about Arsenal all season, bro. Yeah, talking shit. It's got Liverpool at fucking 9th or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on him? Is it because, bro, he has big YouTube, big UK people.
He's flying.
Clubs
Yeah.
are
Premier League clubs are
reposting.
posting him on TikTok, like,
Bro. So
yeah.
I just think, bro, I think social media these days, bro. If you chat shit, bro, you get clout.
Oh yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
So you reckon it's not really him genuine hate for Arsenal, or he's playing the game? He knows what he's doing?
No. I don't think so. I think it's clout, like.
He's playing the game, yeah.
But he knows he's getting the views. But like, really, from that point of view, I don't know if you can blame him. You know what I mean? He, like, if he knows what he's doing, fair play to him if he actually does feel like that. But he has some strong opinions, some bad takes. You know what I mean?
Very bad takes.
I don't know if he agrees with all them truly. I've met Jonathan in real life. I actually ran into him in, do you know, Flannery's on Camden Street.
Yeah.
Sound bloke, like. I don't know. I just couldn't imagine he thinks someone else.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that he's like passionate about Liverpool and everything. Nothing about that, but yeah, no, some bad takes. Really bad takes.
No, some horrific takes. And like I said, look, I met you just to divert a little bit, I met you at a charity game.
Yeah.
And obviously all you TikTokers were there, and obviously you were kind of what was your following on that day before? Like
4.5K, 5K.
5K, yeah, right.
Nothing like.
Yeah, and I remember like there was a toy film. I didn't even know who he was, but I was
Yeah.
told like he's obviously he's probably one of the biggest, is he?
I'd say he was. Yeah, I think he has nearly 1 million on Instagram
Yeah,
or something. So.
See,
See, he's going years though. He's not really like a TikToker.
Yeah,
He'd be like doing stuff abroad, America and stuff like that. So
yeah, right. And obviously
probably the biggest. Yeah.
yeah. So I've met like like you just said there, like I didn't know that. I thought he was genuinely a dickhead. Do you know what I mean? Because one of my friends, not friends, a work colleague paid him €7 to go. Obviously, they know how much he annoys me because I'm an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, Dongo, I'll show you the video, bro." He's like, "Oh, Dongo."
It was Morley.
Morley,
Oh,
bro.
Morley,
Yeah, Morley. He was like, "Oh, Dongo, I heard you're a big fan of me, but I heard you're an Arsenal fan." Nah, this dude. I was like, and I tagged him. I was like, "Bro, I'm not a fan of you."
I've seen what's it called? Cameo, is it?
Yeah.
Cameo, yeah. You pay people to make videos for you, yeah. I was gonna set one of those up myself, man.
Fuck that,
I'd be getting messages every day. Nasty, can you say Finton's under 15s for the cup? I'm like, here, if I rack up all these messages up, I'll be on bank, you know?
Yeah. No, we're gonna get into that, bro. And obviously, now, I want to touch on your food content, bro. Yeah. So talk to me, bro. Rustler's Burgers, bro. Where did that start? Where did the food content start? Where did you start with
Rustlers.
that?
Yeah, well, it stems from Rustlers,
Oh,
obviously.
some of your mixes, bro. Do you know that? I've seen you mixed peanut butter, bro, cheese and burger, bro. What are you like?
Ah, yeah.
Where'd you come up with these things, bro?
So Rustlers, I've been eating Rustlers all my life. This isn't like, this isn't new. It's new to like the content and stuff like that, but I've been eating Rustlers all my life. Have I been putting bleeding peanut butter and birthday cake and everything on Rustlers all my life? No, I haven't been doing that. But I kind of think of these things. Obviously, the birthday cake on my birthday, I was like, right, obviously I have that element in my head. I'm like, right, this'll get views.
Nasty, innit? It goes to them,
yeah,
nasty.
yeah, exactly. I suppose that falls into it a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah, that's where that comes from. But I'm eating these and it's like, it's not bad. Like, you might think I'm like, I take a bite and I throw it away. I finish that thing. I sit there and I finish it. You can ask any of the lads. They do always joke. They're like, oh, people come up to me because that nasty fella, he doesn't actually eat like that. It's just for the videos. And they're like, oh, no, he's dead serious. Like, you want to see the stuff he does be bringing, like, eating.
And are you like obviously like, as an influencer, are people actually going home and doing these stuff as well and sending you videos and stuff?
Personally, I hope not. But, like, lads have sent ridiculous things to me. Ridiculous.
What's the most ridiculous thing that you've seen, bro?
That someone sent to me, like.
Yeah.
There's a few. I've had stuff sent to me today. Some fella had like, tuna and noodles. It was a toasty. It was like tuna and noodles and something else. I think it was ham. He put in that just wasn't right. I don't know. But I've done worse stuff than they have, but they've sent me some weird stuff, like.
Do you know, obviously, with black people, right? Well, I always talk about this, yeah. Do you know one thing that I've immersed myself in the Irish community, what I love, bro, yeah? Obviously, you're a curry fan as well, right, bro?
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
Oh, big into it.
Do you do, obviously, curry on bread with butter?
Yeah. Oh, man, I put any meal I have, it goes into a slice of bread.
You'll see black people now, right? You'll see black people now watching this to be like, what the fuck? Bro, curry on bread slaps, bro.
I would put anything between 2 slices of bread and butter.
Yeah?
Anything.
One thing, and okay, I'll tell you my weird mix, right? It's not a weird mix, but this will give you a nasty bread, probably, yeah? Crib sambo.
Ah, yeah. But
with grated cheese. It's already cheese and onion, but I'm adding grated cheese.
I can't say it's something I've done.
Smelly bread, but it's unreal, though.
I can't say it's something I've done.
Try it, bro.
Is it something I'd say no to?
Do it when you.
I mean, it's
when
not...
this drops, right? Because obviously they're line, right? Do it. Tag me in the video.
Yeah.
Trust me.
100%. The Dongo special, yeah.
The Dongo special,
we'll get
bro.
that going,
So,
yeah.
the Dongo special,
I can't imagine it's that bad.
No,
yeah, it
it's
has
not.
to be cheese and onion crisp, though, yeah?
Cheese, yeah.
Has to be,
Are you Tate or are you King?
No, Tato, man. 100%.
Ah, bro.
What?
Why do we have to be against each other with everything? The only thing we're
Tato
agreeing on
make
is Ronaldo.
King. Tato make King.
Did he?
As far as I know, yeah, they're produced. As far as I know.
It's like with Coke make all the other drinks and all, yeah? Like Coke makes Sprite and all.
Yeah, like
It's
that.
yeah?
Like that.
No, but anyways,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You when this drops, right? You go get 2 slices of bread. What bread do you use?
Brennan's.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're
Or
gonna hate me for
Sprite.
this. I use a bit of M&S sometimes. Marks and Spencer's. Bit of that.
Yeah, obviously.
You know the brioche loaf.
You're from Donegal, of course, bro, right? But yeah, 2 slices of bread, bro, yeah? King Crisps or Tate or whatever.
Yeah.
Dongo special, 100%.
What kind of cheese now?
Great cheese, bro.
But like, there's different types. Come on now. Mature, mild,
The
red, white.
No, the red
Red,
mature. Yeah,
strong,
red
like,
mature,
strong?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I
strong,
like it,
100%,
I like it,
bro,
I like
yeah.
it.
And see
No,
what-
because I can't understand lads who go in, they get like mild cheese.
No,
What's
no,
the
no.
point in having cheese?
No.
You know,
Hard.
just get a bit of mozzarella.
Get the red, bro.
You know,
Get the red.
put
red.
water on the bread
Yeah.
or something.
I wanted to ask you about with Rustlers, bro, because I seen a couple of weeks ago you posted on your TikTok. Did they give you a deal or what's the gig?
Yeah, I have some stuff going on with Rustlers. That's going to be later in the year, though. I can't really give away too much.
No, 100%. That, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. We were talking earlier with your mate. That's the beauty of social media, bro. When we were talking about protein bar, bro, where he capitalised off the saying protein bar for fuck's sake, do you get me? And he's after getting deals, and that's how social media is.
Yeah, man.
I see with obviously you walk a job, outside your content. Is that where you're kind of what direction is going as well? Where what you're doing with social media is going to elevate you to kind of like that's what you do for your life.
I'd be flat out like I always say, the content is like a small part of my life, and people think they know what I'm like through the content, but I have a whole life besides that. Like, I'm a full-time student doing a master's. I work 48 to 60 hours a week, night shifts, because I have college during the day. Sometimes it's Monday to Wednesday, I don't sleep, So it's like, yeah, like you said, I have a whole life besides that. But yeah, with the social media, I'm doing marketing in college, so that helps me out. It's helped me to understand that a lot more. And yeah, but yeah, like, it's always been what I wanted to do, social media, 100%. I never imagined, like, me being my own brand, though. I imagined, like, maybe being an admin for a football club or something like that, a company. I never imagined me kind of being the brand, but listen, that's where it's heading.
What are your parents like with your content? Do they know like that you do this and you're like you're kind of a name on TikTok yourself?
They do. They're aware of it. They wouldn't have TikTok. Like my ma's 63. Like she wouldn't have TikTok. She's afraid of phones. But like, no, honest to God, she is. She does be like
afraid of phones.
She does be like afraid people are like hacking, like WhatsApp are hacking her and stuff like that. Honest to God, you want to hear her like as she gasp, but yeah, no, they know about it. Like, my ma's always search me on Google. So if you put in Nasty, I think I'm like the third one on there, Nasty TikTok or Nasti2K or something like that.
That's very dangerous, bro. The iron can come up, bro.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah. No, you are right. But yeah. No, she's aware of it. They're aware of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they haven't. I don't think they've seen that. To be honest.
And what is it? I kind of touched on it as well. What is it like up for you on the street? Like, do people come up to you and like, oh, you're that football fan? Or, I see a couple of people taking pictures with you as well. At the game. But what's that like? Do you like? Are you kind of, because like you give me vibes like you do your content now, but you're a private person.
I am a private person, but I love all that. Yeah, I always have time. Even like lads do. A lot of the time, I'd be going through Connolly Station for work and stuff like that. So lads do comment on me stuff or message me saying, "Oh, I seen you. I didn't want to come up to you. You had your AirPods in." I do always say, like, come up to me. I'm a very like. I'd like to think I'm a very approachable person. No, I love all that. People coming up to me. Because it's like, you were saying to me earlier, like, even when you get... It's like, it's unbelievable to think that someone would want to take a picture with you just because you're you. It's weird, like... Yeah, no, I always have time for that, 100%.
Yeah, no, I love it too, bro. It's actually, like, in a sense of, like... Because I know what I'm doing it for. Just to kind of, like, get people out of, like, not out of comfort zone, but, like, get people to be more... Because a lot of people, especially in Ireland, bro, and I always say this, I was big with McGregor for this, right? And obviously we're going to talk about Ronaldo. What I love about these people is like that arrogance and that confidence, bro. Like, you can be so much in this world. Because a lot of people obviously, look, I'm trying to organise a fucking charity boxing event, yeah? And cause obviously, look, I talked to a lad the other day that obviously was stabbed and stuff, and he was telling me how, like, he was thought he was going to die and stuff like that, when this was all happening to him. I was like, you know what? Instead of all these, young fellas, like, beef each other, getting knives out and all, like, why don't, like, we do something? Because we always talk about, we don't do anything, no one does that. And I'm like, yeah, someone could look at this and say, yeah, boxing is violent as well, but it's just like, I had Kiefer Crosby up here, he was saying, like, yeah, fighting humbles you, bro. And I feel like when you get in a ring with someone, I have to dig in the head off each other. You see it, bro. I'm sure you're a fight fan, bro. Yeah, there's animosity, before that, but you get into the ring with someone, you dig the head off each other.
And all, though,
you shake hands, bro, So that's something that because obviously I know a lot of fighters as well, and that's something that I'd like to venture in, bro, you know what I mean? Like, so, to do something positive for the community, bro, do you know what I mean? Like, instead of fucking everyone just fucking doing all this, but I'm at the losing track where I was bleeding going, but rambling on. But yeah, Nasty, I wanted to ask you as well, right? So obviously, we're gonna go into that Ronaldo section now, right?
Yeah.
Go on back into football a bit, because I see you're that invested in Cristiano Ronaldo, bro, that you have an Al Nassr jersey, bro. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So are you?
I'm getting you away
watching the Arab League, bro? Are you watching it?
I'm watching it. Every match. He wasn't playing in the other one, obviously he's on international duty, they're still playing through it. So I didn't watch that one, I watch it when he's on, Right, but yeah, I'm invested into what they're doing, man. Yeah. I've studied the history of the club.
Talk to me about the club.
They've
what about?
They have two Asian someone pulled me up, I said they have two Asian Champions Leagues, it's called something else, but listen, I didn't know that, that's what it said on Wikipedia. But yeah, no, I'm a full time, they're my third club now. I have Bowls of United and then I've Al Nassr.
Right, so this is where I'm going to go, and this is where obviously like people who are watching, right? People who are watching. We all saw what happened at the World Cup, yeah.
Yeah.
Messi wins the World Cup. He solidifies his GOAT status, right?
Yeah.
You still have the opinion that Cristiano's the GOAT, yeah. So obviously I'm a Cristiano fan, but obviously me being the person interviewing, I need to be partial, right? So I'm gonna give you a couple of points, right? So why do you think? Explain to me why do you think Cristiano Ronaldo is the GOAT?
I'm not gonna get into like so much numbers.
No, you need to. You have
No,
to.
no,
to back up.
but my point, yeah, obviously there's the numbers, and there's a lot of points you can give to back in terms of numbers that Ronaldo's clear. Messi has a few more as well, but the difference for me is Ronaldo proving it in different leagues. You know, Messi, he hasn't done a whole lot for PSG. What's he done realistically? He's having an alright season. I wouldn't say it's a mind blowing season. So can you call him like a PSG success? Not necessarily. Barcelona, right? Let's put that aside. That's his bread and butter. But Ronaldo has United. He done unbelievable at Juventus as well. Unbelievable at Real Madrid. Unbelievable at Al Nassr. But I know people want me to leave that out, so we'll leave that out as well. Listen, more goals than games. It's a fact.
Playing against Mohammed Hashif, yeah.
Yeah, and most international goals.
Okay. Lionel Messi.
But sorry to cut across.
No. So I do that. I cut across people. So don't worry
but the World Cup for me isn't a changing factor. Okay, it's not a changing factor. I don't think so. The team won that World Cup.
Right.
And whatever about individual achievements with the Ballon d'Ors, I think Ronaldo was robbed of a couple of those Ballon d'Ors.
No, I agree with you. We're gonna get into that, right? But this one I want to kind of counter your arguments about obviously numbers and stuff. Yeah, Messi, I don't know if it was 11-12 season, scored 91 goals.
I know, in the calendar year. Yeah.
Bro, that's not normal, bro.
He's the second best of all time.
Bro. Bro, no one's winning 7 Ballon d'Ors again, bro. You know that.
Well, I don't think he should have won 7.
Why not? So which one? Lewandowski won, right? I'll give you that one. That probably was a
yeah,
bit.
no, definitely.
Because they didn't do it.
But that was the year they didn't have one, wasn't it?
Yeah. But obviously Lewandowski.
But he definitely won that one, yeah.
Right? Bro, World Cup carries a lot of weight, bro. Because that was the only thing that was... Because Maradona is kind of my... I know I didn't watch him, but
yeah.
I'm inspired by the... Because obviously I look back on football. I'm not just one of these fans where... It's another thing that pissed me off about, especially Liverpool fans. They do it, right? This is why they think Van Dijk was the best defender ever, Trent, Robbo, because you only watch Liverpool. You don't watch other leagues. Get into that, man. You don't watch international football. You don't study football. You don't know nothing about football. All you know is Gerrard. Do you get me? So I go back. I look at history of football, blah blah. And I remember I watched Maradona's documentary, and I was fascinated by him because I feel like I like people polarizing people because it reminds them of me. That's why I'm more Cristiano than Messi. Obviously, look, in my opinion, Messi. If you understand what I'm saying here, football, pure football and ability, When Messi was born, God said, this is what you're going to do for your life. Cristiano was talented, but he had to work to get where he was.
I'd agree with that, yeah.
And he was the underdog, where I can resonate with that, because I'm always the underdog in everything I do, yeah? I can resonate with that. And another thing where Ronaldo's kind of the villain of the two, because he say it with his chest, he gets his dick out. I'm the best. Do you get me? I don't care what you man say, I'm the best. Where Messi be more a bit humble with it. Everyone loves him. Every stadium he goes to, like, they love Messi, right? And this is the thing about Ronaldo's mindset. I remember there was a game, he played a qualifier. I think it was against Austria, if I'm not mistaken. He was warming up, and the crowd were like, Messi's trying to wind him up. He was just like, scores a hat-trick.
Yeah.
I remember he
feels himself out that much.
He feels himself, bro. I remember Real Madrid, bro, he was missing chances. His own fans were booing him. Yeah. Scored 4 goals. I was like, this guy is crazy, bro. He never lets himself... Feeds off it. But... If I'm being honest, bro, I know my brothers are watching because I've had arguments with everybody to where I'm fighting people, arguing. If I'm looking at it, if you watch, forget stats, and you watch football with your eyes. Yeah. Messi, bro.
You think?
Messi, bro. Yes, bro.
Always or just now?
Messi, bro. This guy's a freak, bro. Do you get me? He is, and the World Cup, bro, was the last thing to... If he didn't win that World Cup, we could still argue. For me. But the fact that he had placed his hand... And why I'm asking you, because I know... I seen you put up yesterday something because Ronaldo scored and you were like, he's still the GOAT. Yeah. So that's what I'm asking.
Okay, but I'm not saying because of that match. I'm just saying like...
Yeah, but why do you feel like still he...
That was more... My points. That was more towards people saying he's finished. I think if Ronaldo wanted, he could still play for one of the top clubs. I still think he'd be United's best striker if he was there. Obviously, the whole ego thing and everything, it was the best move for all parties that he went away. You're seeing United are better without him. Is that because Weghorst is better than Ronaldo? Obviously not. Like, come on. Come here for a minute, like...
No, I see. You know what made me laugh? I seen your post today, right? You were like, I think you said Ronaldo's still the GOAT or something, and someone wrote to you and they were like, something about World Cup.
World Cup,
And you
win
were
the
like,
World
what? So Julian Alvarez has a better
Yeah,
legacy.
I don't see that as a valid argument, you know. And no, I did want to ask you a question. So
Go ahead.
you said if Messi didn't win that World Cup, it's still up for debate. If Ronaldo won the World Cup, do you think it's clear that Ronaldo's the GOAT?
No, production saying no. Like,
I'm not saying, like, I know he was on the bench for a couple of the games, but say he did what Messi did in this World Cup. He started every game, scored something like 6
yeah,
goals.
he scored 2 in the finals. I think he scored 7 goals as well, bro. It's
Would
just
that be
like,
the debate over in the opposite direction?
No, I'd say yeah. No. I think because do you know what? Cause Messi still has 2 Ballon d'Ors more than him. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So.
But the Ballon
No,
d'Ors...
do you know what? That's a
The
good,
Ballon
that's a good
d'Ors are
question,
very...
bro.
to me, man, the Ballon d'Or...
No,
very-
bro, it's voted by coaches of national teams and captains, bro. Look, it is. It's just your
I
peers,
don't know.
bro.
Anything to do with FIFA, I question it. Anything to do with FIFA, right? I don't know. I just don't think he should have won some of those Ballon d'Ors. You're entitled to your opinion, right? That this is what a debate's all about.
Ronaldo, man, bro.
This is what a debate's all about.
I think Ronaldo was robbed in 2018 when Modric won it because Modric. I got that to you, bro.
I don't know.
No, what, bro? He won the
Yeah,
Champions
okay.
League.
It's always influenced by the later half of the year, though.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. World Cup carries weight, bro, because
Yeah.
Modric got to the semi-finals of the World Cup and he won the Champions League.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if Portugal had got to the semis and Ronaldo he was winning it, bro.
I'm not so much talking about those. I'm talking about the ones where Messi and Ronaldo were neck and neck. Like you, sometimes you go into the Ballon d'Or now and like you see the bookmakers, you know who's going to win it before it's even announced. I'm talking about the
I
ones.
know Messi's gonna win when Ronaldo's
The ones where they went in neck and neck. I was always just thinking they're going to screw him over here.
Bro, you have to deep as well, right? I like Messi won 4 in a row.
I don't know. That's what I mean.
No,
I
he did. He won 4 in a row,
No, I
bro.
know he did.
This is
But should he have?
No, them times he was. Them times he was
4
the
in a
best-
row?
4 in a bro. He was the best player in the world 4 in a row. He was, bro.
What year are we spanning from here?
I think he won because remember we watched Ronaldo's documentary, right? So I think he won. Let me get up, bro, because I don't want to be factually incorrect, right? But 4 in a row is freakish stuff, bro.
No, it is. I'm just saying, like, it's not like a trophy where you have to win a final, go through a whole bleeding quarter final, semi final to win this
No,
trophy.
he won. It was
It's voted, and anything
it was 4
voted
in
is
a row.
up for debate.
Yeah, so he won 2011, 2012, 2013. No, 3 in a row. 3 in a row, bro. No one else is doing that. No one else is doing that. But where I do see like arguments against, I would see arguments against Messi. I seen someone brought him to Culture Cams, who's a big football YouTube football analyst. Yeah, he was saying like, you know, there's a case against Messi because obviously from 2015 he hasn't scored a knockout goal in the Champions League. So 16 knocked out. Remember 3-0 against Roma. Roma came back.
Yeah. I think anyone would tell you Ronaldo's missed the Champions League, though.
Yeah,
anyone tells you that.
do you get
That's
me?
sort of thing they don't argue.
Do you get me?
about.
So, but another question I wanted to ask you about Cristiano, right? Let me just get up on my notes, yeah, because like I said, you're a big fan. But I want to ask you about your favorite Ronaldo moment where you were like, wow, this guy's beast
Of his career?
of his career, bro. Yeah.
Oh.
Because I'm a Madrid. I also asked him. I'm also a Madrid fan as well. So he gave me his best moment from Madrid. So I was your kind of favorite Ronaldo moment.
Do you remember the final? I don't know if this is my number one, but definitely up there. Do you remember the final between Juve and Madrid?
Yes.
Madrid won 4-1.
Yeah, he scored 2.
Yeah, monster. Was that where he scored the bicycle kick?
No, that was
a different game.
A couple of years before. I think it was.
Okay, well that one as well,
quarters,
but not the final, man. He scored 2 in that. Yeah, definitely up there. I don't know. Is that number 1? I just thought as well, I think it's a very underrated, you know, not necessarily for his whole career, this isn't the best thing he's done. But when he came back to United, a lot of people underestimate that spell. He scored 27 goals that season in a shocking United team. Like,
But United
Bad.
fans' argument is like, yeah, he scored all them goals, but he takes away the team playing well.
I'd agree with that.
Do you get me?
I would agree with that.
I
yeah.
hear that. I've always heard that. I remember even Piers Morgan, when he was sucking his dick.
But he
was saying
also
that as well.
also had Anthony Elanga starting around. You know what I mean? Do you know what yeah, you know what I'm
It's
getting
like
at?
Ozil, bro. People criticize Ozil. He had Giroud and Welbeck. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I hear it, bro.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. I never
Yeah.
thought about that. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
Ozil needs a bit more respect, actually.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
And do you know what? My like I said, because I'm inspired by like stories and storylines, and obviously famous people, and they inspire me. Like my favorite Ronaldo moment, and this one, I'm like, this fella's like Superman, right? It's like I remember I was in America this time. Right? This is a World Cup qualifier. I'm playing Sweden.
Yeah.
So they beat Sweden 1-0. He scored, right? He scored that goal. They go to Sweden now. Sweden are 2-0 up. Zlatan scores 2 goals.
Oh, yeah.
Ronaldo,
Yeah, I remember that one, yeah.
Ronaldo said, yeah. Scored 1. score 2, score 3.
Loves
God's
that.
country, God's
Yeah.
country. I'm just like, and he constantly does that, and that's just like, that's why. But with Messi though, like, I'm not gonna say, like, I can put my hand up. Yeah, this World Cup, like he rose for his country. And he was
Yeah,
even-
no,
there was a
100%.
game where like Holland were chatting shit the day before. Van Gaal was chatting shit. Messi went over to him, put his ears up. He's like, what are you saying now? I love that. You get me?
Yeah, yeah.
I like a bit of like character. Don't be just a little dry show and everyone loving you and all. When your back's against the wall and everyone hates you, and you can still perform at the highest level and still get all the accolades and do this, that's when I buy into it. You know what I mean?
100%, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, that ends that football. I said, but I don't know, bro. Them comments, them comment section are gonna come for you. But bro, just to end on football, bro. Yeah, and I'm gonna get into my meme section in a second. Name me your top 5. Obviously, you're young in it, but so
Yeah, that's where I find it hard. You know,
but-
because I haven't watched a lot of these. If you're talking all time, I haven't watched a lot of
But
these.
okay, we won't go all time. Say right now, who's the top 5 players you've watched?
What, right now?
Right now.
Oh, like players
Players
like,
playing today.
based on form and stuff like that, or
Form,
all
form, whatever, just who
legacy.
you-
No,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I don't,
yeah.
because like I don't think Ronaldo's the best player playing today. If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
No. Best player 5 all time you've ever watched.
Oh, all time I've ever watched. Okay,
Me a top 5.
because Haaland's a monster. You know, if you're gonna ask me that about like today,
He scored 8 goals in 1 week.
yeah.
He's a clown, man.
Yeah. Okay, no, but all time like that I've watched. Ronaldo, Messi. Okay,
Is that in order?
that's in order. Of course it is. Don't be getting it mixed up. Do you want me to go backwards? Number 3. See, that's where it gets tricky. It'd be between Bale and Suarez for me. No, wait, are we talking?
No.
New age.
No, that'd be your, because Bale would have been your time. So yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
fair.
That's what we're
Suarez
doing.
as well. Suarez.
We're
as well.
not talking like bleeding George Best and everything because I've never watched him. Like, you know, I can't have an
I didn't
opinion
even
on
watch
that.
George Best, bro.
Yeah.
No, my time would have been would have been Ronaldo. Ronaldinho.
I'm kind of talking right. Maybe you get what I'm trying to do, but I'm trying to like make a headline like my top 5 what? Because I wouldn't have Suarez top 3 of all time, but that I've watched.
No, it's just your top. So okay,
Yeah,
let me I'll make it easier for you. Let me give you my top 5.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So I'll go. Who I've watched now? 'Cause I can't say fucking like Maradona. I didn't watch Maradona, but
Exactly,
you know,
yeah.
he was a fantastic player. I'll go. Niggas are gonna kill because. Oh god. Messi.
Stop.
Messi. No, that World Cup, bro, he rose, bro. I asked him to rise and he rose, bro. And it touched me, bro. It touched me, bro. You get me? So Messi, Cristiano.
That's in order, yeah.
Yeah.
That's in order. Right, okay, yeah.
That's an order.
Okay.
Thierry Henry is the one that made me fall in love with football.
Okay, yeah.
Like, yeah, that's my guy, man. Thierry Henry.
Even he'd be a little bit like I would have watched him, but not much. You know?
Yeah, no, you would have watched him towards the end of his career. I'll go Zidane.
Yeah.
Fantastic player.
Crazy.
Fantastic player. And number 5. I like number 5. I'll have to go Iniesta as well. Because Iniesta, like, if we're talking about playing styles,
could even
yeah,
go
I know
mine, man.
I'm at the probably losing all the females here, yeah. But don't worry, I'll probably bring us back in. We're gonna have a nasty conversation in a second, right? What's it called? If I play midfield, I'm a dribbler, like, you know what I mean? So I like people that dribble.
So you
from midfield.
appreciate that.
Yeah. You watch me play, bro. You watch me play.
you know.
Give you a little
I
shout
know the
out.
pictures, you know what I mean?
Get off
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
It was fucking, it was Fufu and
That
Pundu
sort of
versus
thing.
Spice Bag.
Yeah. You went in the edit and all you did.
But yeah, so that's the type of player I play. So I'll go with Iniesta, bro. Bro, I'm gonna drop back a bit because I have a question for you, bro. Right? So obviously you do the Rustlers content, you do the Spice Bag content. Where's the best place in Ireland that you've gotten a Spice Bag?
He's gonna know this. Golden City, Edenmore.
So where's that? Is that in town or where you?
No, Edenmore is like near me, so Raheny, Harmontown sort of area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what like so what are you? Because you obviously you
So I base
mix
it-
everything.
yeah.
So what are you mixing in there?
I base it off a lot of things. So when I go to a Chinese, I'm looking for value for me money. Obviously, I'm looking for a lot of food. I judge this off the fact as the taste, the value, the portion, and then everything individually. So like you can't call it a 9 out of 10 if the spice bag is good, but the sauces are just watery. So the thing about Golden City, it kind of had everything. I gave them, I think it was a 9.8. No one's got a 10 out of my series. Not the series I do, Curry Saturdays. No one's got a 10. They got a 9.8. They probably would have got a 10, but they gave me extra wings that I thought were a little bit bland. That's the only reason I docked them. But listen, I wouldn't say I'm harsh, but I can't give 10 where they're unjustified.
Right, so here's where I'm going with this, right? So obviously you have the Rustlers where you have a great relationship with, you're about to get a partnership with, right? Be careful how you answer this question, right? Then you have Spice Bags. If you could only eat one for the rest of your life and you can never eat the other, which one would it be? Rustlers or Spice Bags?
You're going to lose me this brand deal. I don't know. I don't know, yeah. I always love me curries, man. Always love me curries. Can I live without the curries? No.
No.
I don't think so. It's a tradition. Saturday night. I can't remember the last time I had a
But you
Saturday.
know what with you, bro? Yeah, I see that you're a fit guy. You obviously go gym and that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you?
Well.
No, you're a bulky guy. I see you wear that bleeding Dublin Bus jersey, which is absolutely horrendous, by the way. Yeah.
Ah, don't be saying that.
No, it's
That's
horrendous.
I didn't like it when it first came out. It actually grew on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
What was the deal with that? What was the gig with
Well, they have a partnership with Dublin Bus.
that? So you're getting the seats as a jersey.
Yeah, didn't they? I don't know. They probably bring something. They always bring out mad jerseys. They have to have Bows always have to have a statement jersey. Like they've Bob Marley, and then they have the Palestine one. Like they always bring out like something that branches out. You know, I know the Bus is totally different, like completely different. But yeah, when I first seen it, I was like, "What's going on here?" Thought it was fake, but no, I actually like it. Especially to see the goalie one. The goalie one is like that, but it's like pink.
No,
Kinda
I'm
nice.
seeing it. Yeah, show me what we're doing here. But I wanted to ask you. Like, obviously, you are. Like, I see, if you see your body shaped in a jersey, like, yeah, this guy goes gym or whatever. If you see me, I look 5 months pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, so how do you balance out? Like, you know, do you watch your diet or do you like eat all this shit because I'm training or what's the gig with that?
My diet and training have no correlation. I go to I have a plan in the gym, but it's not like I don't have like an end goal of how I want to look. I don't even have an end goal of like how much I want to lift. I kind of I wouldn't say I go there and do what I want. I do have like a set plan. I do push, pull, legs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Legs is a bit, don't really do them as much, but yeah, I have a set structure. But in terms of like, see when I put out a food video
Yeah.
and I have a big fat curry,
Yeah.
that might be the only thing I eat for the day. So it's like, I wouldn't eat building up to that. And then, I don't know, my maintenance calories would be something like 2,400, 2,500. That meal, if I finish it, it's probably going to be about that. I wouldn't say it's more than that. So it's like, I'm not putting on that much weight from that. And then the day after, I'll just be full. So it's like overall, over the week is what matters. I know a lot about nutrition. Like, I haven't done courses in it and stuff, but I know a lot about it personally. I've been in the gym since I'm 14. So it's like, I don't track calories, but I have like a good general knowledge of it. So it's like, I know where I need to stop, basically, to not get fat.
Fair play to you, bro, because I look at a curry and I add 10 stone, bro. I'm all over the gaff.
But I used to be, I wouldn't say I was fat, but I was like chubby, as a kid.
Yeah.
Like at belly and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's why I joined the gym so young, because I wanted to get out with that. Like.
Yeah, and I'm going back, but it's just like, even I wheel my son in the mornings, bro, yeah. And I'm out of breath, bro. I'm just like, why am I bleeding like this, bro? You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm going to pass out when my son's going to roll down the road. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, bro?
Even though you used to play football and all.
What?
Like, even though you used to play football and all.
Winning all Ireland, running around paper overs and all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just a fat... Oh, I don't even get into it. But this is the meme section of the show, bro. Yeah. So I'm going to get into this. And then obviously I have another segment where it's like one question only, which the guest gets to ask me a question, right? You can ask me anything you want and not to answer, right? So I want to get into this, right? So this is I'm going to read you out a meme and we react to it, yeah? So I saw this one, I thought obviously nasty, why not? Let's get nasty in here, yeah? Because like I said, this season the team is, I don't give a bollocks, I'm just being me. These are the conversations I have with my mates. I'm going to have it on a podcast. No one's going to do nothing. Up the balls.
Let's go for it.
Up the balls, yeah? Up the balls, right?
Up the balls.
So here we go, right? Once he get comfortable, nothing in that, right? I don't want to be rude to women, yeah, but nothing in that P, yeah, has the cat emoji, right? He's not going to stop. So my question to you is, bro, yeah, you don't have to answer them. See when you're like, playing a match with your missus, are you scoring directly in the net, or are you just making sure you're just hitting the target, but you're, you know what I mean?
Is it what I think it means?
Yeah. Are you leaving it in, or are you onside or you offside? Listen, I'll give this right. I'll give this right. I've been offside twice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm onside, man.
I'm offside, and I have two chatting eyes. You know what I mean?
Kids stop everything for me at the minute. If kids happen now, it's
so
I'm not in the position. I'm not in the financial position or anything in terms of like.
That doesn't matter, bro. You know what I mean? They give you got a gaffing all out, baby. Kids, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
So I have my apartment.
no, I'm careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So you're not like right now. You're not ready, no.
Definitely not. Not even.
No,
close.
for me. Look, I know. Look, I got warned to say that. Obviously, I'm nasty, so I have to be nasty. Me, sometimes I find it. I don't know. I find it hard, bro. To
Okay.
Do you don't risk it sometimes,
no? No, definitely not.
So you're always pull out, yeah.
I'm careful. Like I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm. What's the word? Telegraphed. No, I'm careful. I am. Definitely.
I'm only buzzing at me, but I know your missus. You probably look like your missus probably box you around if you're talking like this. But yeah, I've enjoyed this conversation, bro. And obviously, look, like I said, just lastly, what I wanted to talk about. Remember, I spoke to you outside. You're gonna play that charity match soon. And obviously, best of luck. And obviously, you're doing it for a good cause. But yeah, I'm pissed off at the boys, bro. I can't lie. Obviously, I'm not gonna mention their names. I don't want to start a little war, bro. You know what I mean? But it's like I played last year. What's the gig, bro? You know what I mean? Like, I feel it's a bit slow in it, bro. Innit? What I told you, it is slow in it, bro. Fly out.
Well, you're not the. You know,
I
wouldn't go off on the lads or anything like that.
No, of course, I'm not asking to go. I'll go off on the lads, but I'm not asking you.
No, I'm just saying, like, because you're not the first person that's going to me to say that you played in the match last year and you're not in it.
No, because John was funny because obviously I had a meeting with them. Yeah, I had like obviously I know you go, you know these nasties, you know these Ben Williams, Paddy Murphys, and all. They're gonna bring in the crowd. You know what I mean? So I have the meeting with them. Yeah. Obviously, I said, right, I'm gonna do like Dongo versus TikTok. So I'm gonna get like the likes of KD. Fucking Smiley, Cello. I'm gonna get like creatives, musicians, and let's have a bit of crack just in the name of charity. You know what I mean? Yeah.
There's a market for it as well. Like.
Yeah, you know what I mean, Brian. So and we're like, yeah, when you do your game, we're gonna network together. Then they do their game. My name's out. I'm like, what's the gig, boys? It's all about. We all talk about like in our little circle with the lads because I know them like growing up and stuff. It's like oh, we're doing this for the year, we want to blah blah, but then. Include us because how I met you was through that charity game. How I met Ben Williams was through that charity game. You get me? Trying to network and trying to do this thing. You get me? So I just felt that was a bit slow. But look, that's just me. So when they see it, shout me, boys. Yeah. Fuck's sake.
Get on to them, yeah.
But yeah, nasty. No, this last question for you. Yeah. So what you do, bro? Obviously, you inspire a lot of kids. Yeah. Obviously, and you started off obviously just doing music first. Yeah. So. If anyone that wants to obviously TikTok's the fastest thing growing these days. People want to do TikToks. What advice have you got for them when they're starting at TikToks and how to be consistent and obviously don't let numbers kind of underwhelm you if you're getting like 10 likes and all that blah blah. What advice have you got for people that?
I always, a lot of lads have asked me that on question polls or even comments or what have you. But yeah, exactly like you said. I always say don't worry about the numbers. Like just the main thing is get out there and do it because the first few videos you put out, they're not going to matter. You can delete them if you want to, but eventually the main goal is to find what works. Find what works and just keep spamming that. Like I have the match day vlogs, but then I brought the rustlers into it. Now I have the rustlers. Then I brought the mail deals into it. Now I have the mail deals. Then I brought the curries into it. Now I have the curries. It's like you find your thing eventually. So it's like just try something. Has to be something you're interested in. Like don't be making content about stuff that doesn't have the legs that you're not genuinely interested in. I'm on the podcast.
I told you I was recording. Go on. Sorry, nasty.
Nah, you're all good, but yeah, like it has to be something that you're genuinely interested in. You know what I mean? Don't be picking something that you're gonna wear out of. But yeah, just find what works and stick with it. Get out there. Don't be worrying about engagement rates and stuff like that. That'd be my advice.
That's no problem, bro. And you just shout out your TikTok there.
Yeah, it's Nasti_2K. Get on to me. I appreciate a Spotify follow because a lot of people, they forgot I'm a music man. I started off with the music, so I have a show next Friday.
You give me G Easy voice, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, that white boy rapper. You give me G Easy voice.
I'll take that.
Yeah, you give me G Easy voice, bro. 100%. And come here. So, question for me, bro. What have you got for me? One question only.
Ask me anything. I think I have a good one. Really.
Ask me anything, bro. I'll have to answer.
It's a nasty tamed question. Yeah.
Let's go. I love nasty.
Nasty tamed question. Would you rather Arsenal win the double? Yeah, like Premier League, Champions League. But you have to eat Rustler burgers for the rest of your life. Or they never win a trophy again. But you don't have to touch a Rustler.
So I can only eat a Rustler?
You can only eat Rustlers.
Oh. Feck.
You're familiar with them, yeah, but they are.
Yeah. So I can't eat...
Rustler's products now, like they don't just have the burger, they've a range of stuff, yeah.
Ah, you really are in this brand. Look at him promotion, this guy.
So this is the only way Arsenal can win trophies. You have to eat Rustlers for the rest of your life.
Feck.
But that's the only thing you can eat.
I can eat ass, right?
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah, that's in there,
yeah. So no like jollof.
No.
No fufu na madesu.
You have to cut everything out.
No kwanga. No plantain. All for Arsenal just to win. Because we won the Premier League. It's that Champions League that I want.
Well, this is the only chance. Whatever, not even the double, any trophy. If you don't pick the Rustlers, they'll never win anything again.
That's a very good question, Nasty. Because people might think, just
only thought it on the spot.
Pick trophy, but the food, bro. I can never eat my ma's.
It's like a football versus food sort of challenge.
Yeah, my ma's prawns. I can never eat that again.
Yeah. No.
My ma's my dish.
No exceptions, like.
just for this stupid team to win the trophy. Do you know what? Because even, right, this I'm going to go with this, yeah, because even this season, right, Arsenal have to win the league. Because I don't think, it's 19 years since we won the league, yeah. And if Arsenal win the league this season, we're 10 points clear, by the way. 8 points clear, sorry. I don't think Arsenal win the league in my lifetime, like, as long as I'm alive, because, look, this season,
if they don't win it this year.
Yeah. So I will eat rustlers for the rest of my life.
Yes!
just to see Arsenal win the Champions League. But Nasty, that's been brilliant, bro. I appreciate you, man. Guys, make sure to like and subscribe. From that time I said like, subscribe, I've seen my subscribers going up, so I'm not hitting 2.8. So get me to fucking 3 before season 5, 3K. That'd be nice. So Nasty, appreciate you. Production, appreciate you. And we're out.
Pleasure to come on.
Nice one, bro.